My husband was on a crucial video call presenting to his boss while I was under the desk doing this to him. But before your mind goes straight to the gutter, let me stop you right there. What I was doing wasn't romantic, it wasn't an act of love, and it certainly wasn't an attempt to spice up our marriage. By the time that video call ended, my husband had lost his job, his secret fortune, and his freedom all, while thousands of people watched it happen live. If you want to know how a single moment under a mahogany desk turned into the ultimate revenge, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments what you would do if you found out your entire marriage was a scam. Let me take you back to the day that changed my life forever. My name is Elena, and for 7 years I was married to Mark. Mark was a senior financial director at one of the top investment firms in New York. He was charming, incredibly smart, and to the outside world, a perfect husband. When we first met, he had nothing. I was working 2 jobs to pay off my student loans, and I practically supported him while he climbed the corporate ladder. I never complained. When he finally made it big, buying us a beautiful house in the suburbs and filling my closet with designer clothes, I thought it was our reward for all those years of struggle. But over the last 6 months, Mark had changed. He became obsessively protective of his home office. He installed a biometric lock on the door and claimed it was because of strict corporate confidentiality. He started taking calls at 2 a.m. whispering in the dark. Whenever I asked him about it, he would gaslight me. "Elena, I am securing our future." "Stop being so paranoid," he would say, kissing my forehead. I wanted to believe him. I really did. But a woman's intuition is a dangerous thing to ignore. It was a Tuesday afternoon. Mark was supposed to be at the office, so I went into his study. The biometric lock was disabled because the cleaning lady had just left. I was looking for our dog's favorite toy, which had rolled under Mark's massive custom-built oak desk. I crawled under the desk, my knees on the thick rug, and that's when I saw it. Taped to the underside of the desk, hidden completely from view, was a small black combination safe. My heart stopped. Why would he need a hidden safe when we had a wall safe in the bedroom? Before I could even process it, I heard the heavy thud of the front door opening. It was Mark. He was home early. Panic seized me. I heard his heavy footsteps marching down the hallway. He walked into the study and slammed the door shut, locking it from the inside. I was trapped. I pushed myself as far back into the shadows under the desk as I could, holding my breath, praying he wouldn't look down. He pulled out his chair and sat down. His legs were inches from my face. I heard him open his laptop and dial into a video call. "Victoria, I am here," he said. His voice wasn't professional. It was low, intimate, and dripping with an arrogance I had never heard before. Victoria was his CEO, a billionaire heiress who was supposedly happily married. "Are you alone?" Her voice echoed from the laptop speakers. "Of course." "The idiot is out shopping," Mark replied. The idiot. He meant me. Tears stung my eyes, but I didn't make a sound. I listened as my entire reality crumbled piece by piece. They weren't just having an affair. They were running a massive embezzlement scheme. Mark had been siphoning millions of dollars from the firm's clients. But the most horrifying part wasn't the theft, it was the fall guy. "Are the offshore accounts fully secured in Elena's name?" Victoria asked. "Everything is tied to her signature and her social security number." Mark laughed. "I've been forging her documents for months. When the auditors come knocking next week, they're going to find a paper trail leading directly to my naive, sweet wife. She'll go to federal prison and will be sitting on a beach in Monaco." My blood turned to ice. He wasn't just leaving me. He was planning to destroy my life, strip away my freedom, and let me rot in a cell so he could run off with his boss. I looked at his legs casually crossed under the desk. A surge of pure, unadulterated rage washed over me. I wasn't going to cry. I was going to ruin him. I looked up at the black safe taped under the desk. I needed evidence, and I needed it now. I carefully reached up. The combination. What would a narcissist like Mark use? His own birthday. 028-1-4. Click. It opened silently. Inside was a secondary smartphone, his burner phone, and a hard drive. Because Mark was so confident in his security, there was no passcode. The screen lit up, showing a banking app connected to the offshore accounts. The accounts holding my supposed stolen money. There was over $12 million sitting there. But to transfer it out, the app required a biometric fingerprint scan. Mark's fingerprint. Above me, Mark was sharing his screen with Victoria, showing her the final forged documents. "It is flawless, Victoria. I am a genius," he bragged. I needed his hand. I noticed his left arm was dangling casually off the armrest of his ergonomic chair, right near the edge of the desk. I took a deep breath. I reached out from the darkness and gently trailed my fingers up his calf. Mark flinched. He looked down and saw me in the shadows. His eyes widened in absolute shock. But before he could shout, I put a finger to my lips, giving him a seductive, submissive smile. I let my hand rest on his knee, tracing circles. Because of his twisted ego, his panic instantly turned into a smug, disgusting thrill. He thought I had hidden under there to surprise him with something intimate. He thought he was the ultimate alpha, scamming his wife, talking to his mistress, while receiving pleasure under the desk. "Is everything okay, Mark? You look flushed," Victoria asked on the call. "Just settling into my chair, Victoria. Everything is perfect," he stammered, trying to keep a straight face while looking down at me with a smirk. He had no idea. While I kept eye contact with him, smiling sweetly, I gently took his dangling left hand. I guided his index finger down into the shadows. He thought I was bringing his hand to my lips. Instead, I pressed his finger perfectly against the scanner of his burner phone. Transaction approved. In less than 60 seconds, I wired all $12 million into an untraceable secure account set up by my brother, who happens to be a forensic accountant. Then, I forwarded the entire transaction history, along with the audio I was recording on my own phone, directly to the FBI White-Collar Crime Division, and CC'd the entire board of directors of Victoria's company. I placed the burner phone back in the safe. I patted Mark's knee one last time and slowly crawled out from under the desk. Mark smiled, expecting me to stay quiet, but I stood up, walked right behind his chair, and leaned into the frame of the webcam. Victoria's face on the screen dropped. "Hello, Victoria," I said clearly. "I hope you enjoy Monaco because the FBI is going to have a very hard time extraditing you from there." "Oh wait, you haven't left yet, have you?" Mark spun around, his face pale as a ghost. "Elena, what are you doing?" I slammed his burner phone onto the desk. "I am securing our future, Mark." Right at that moment, Mark's email notifications started exploding on his screen. The board of directors had received my files. His phone started ringing incessantly. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just picked up my purse. "You forged my signature, Mark. But you forgot one thing. A wife knows her husband's birthday, and she certainly knows how to use his fingerprint." I walked out of the house and never looked back. Mark and Victoria were arrested later that week because I provided the evidence before the auditors arrived, and because I returned the stolen funds to the authorities. I was cleared of all charges. Mark is currently serving 15 years in a federal penitentiary. I heard he sweeps the floors there. I guess he finally learned how to clean up his own mess. Never underestimate a woman who is quiet. Sometimes we aren't submitting. Sometimes we are just plotting. Thank you for watching this story. If this satisfied your sense of justice, please leave a like and subscribe to Storycraft for more incredible real-life stories of betrayal and revenge. See you in the next one.